Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. If you stuck by all this time while I have not been putting out a lot of content, I have been busy. So I do appreciate your guys' patience and your consideration, and always coming and visiting me to see your videos. Now, I am back to doing signs. It's just been crazy. The energy's crazy right now, you guys. I can't even. So much. But I was going to try to get all of these out by the new moon. Obviously, we're now sitting here at the full moon. I started these readings 2 weeks ago. I got 9 of them done. Then I did Capricorn. Now I did Aquarius and Pisces today on the full moon day. So you guys kind of got a special treat here with the full moon. But this energy is not time sensitive. So anytime you find this video, I hope it helps, and I believe that everything is put in front of us for a reason. So there's something there in it for you, and if there isn't, that's fine. Just discard it. It's fine. So let's go ahead and get for you Pisces. We're doing an archetypal energy, and then we're going to get a animal card. I'm going to read the archetype energy and the animal card. Then we're going to pull a few tarot. I'm going to pull a closing message from the Mystical Shaman Oracle to close up your reading. These have been relatively short, so yeah, I am excited about getting back to doing these readings. It's just I was put on pause for a while. I had a lot of stuff I've been looking at, observing, studying, going through myself. Okay, we got the vow flipped out for you guys. Nice. Some kind of promise, a promise to yourself, a promise to another, being there for another, a commitment energy. There's a commitment energy here. There's all the there's dove, there's hope, there's peace, strength. I'm getting a lot from this card. And the wolf. Oh my gosh, I love this energy, you guys. This is such strong energy. The wolf and the vow. Look at this. Oh, I'm getting loyalty, family loyalty. The wolf to me really does represent the pack. But also the wolf, it's about really, and it's very moon. You always think about the wolf like howling at the full moon, right? And then there's like these moon like this moon energy in the background with this dove. It's like a time for peace, or sticking to a vow, or remaining loyal to something. Or this could be about, we'll get more, but it's feeling very, it's powerful. It feels very powerful. Let's go to the vow here. Nice. This is interesting energy. Here we go. We're in the right section now. Here, some kind of promise or commitment. Okay, the vow. Anytime the energy of the vow is present, we are in the archetypal realm of ceremony and ritual. That means time stands still and anything is possible. Think of the last promise you made. Was it to yourself or another? Has it been upheld or broken? When light, bearing witness to the shift towards destiny. When dark, unconscious vows, unkept promises, and messy karma. The promise, the oath, the contract. Interesting. I'm getting a really strong promise energy here. This could be with family. It could have something to do with loyalty. It could have something to do with a marriage, a relationship. Just any, whether this is a silent, unspoken vow you've made to yourself or another. It's asking you, as we'll find out a little more, but if this has been kept, or are you sliding back on something? Are you not upholding some kind of strength needed to continue to be at peace with your relationship within a promise or a commitment or some kind of loyalty or family situation? This is very interesting. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts. Karmic ties are formed and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words are intentions, and intentions have immense power. Your words and intentions have intense power. There is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. Ooh, this is feeling very, very like powerful. Like, did you speak something aloud or even within yourself that has shifted the energy, shifted some kind of energy, or created some kind of karma, whether this is positive or negative. This is powerful. This is a powerful energy. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by. What is the vow you're living by right now? What are our intentions, and what were our promises, and what are those deep-seated this like deals that we have with our DNA? It's so interesting. It's like feeling very like a long lineage. Like it's feeling like so deep, right? DNA deep. It's feeling like there could be something here that's even going against your grain, so to say, or feeling like, oh my gosh, this isn't what I'm meant to do, or what I've promised or committed to do. But it might not even be something like totally conscious you're aware of, but something deep you feel. This feels like super, like higher contract, bigger like energy bond than just. This is big, you guys. It feels pretty big. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by, consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. So if you no longer want to carry on some kind of commitment, and I was feeling that bond, or that bondage to, like, it could be like karmic ties, it could be like ancestral, like lineage, like, oh, we've always done this and we're going to stick by doing this. And maybe now you're like, no, I'm not. And then create some kind of really intentional ritual to break the chains. That's what I'm feeling like, breaking the chain. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. Have you made a promise to yourself or another? Or is this even just a promise, like maybe from a past life? You're going to be feeling this in a very, very mystical way. This is probably not something you're actually talking about with people. This feels super beyond, and Pisces is very psychic energy. You're very tuned in to the other worlds, okay, and the other realms, and energy beyond what we can, what most people can understand or see. Now I'm going to read the wolf, okay? So this is really powerful energy, you guys, man. Been getting a lot of messages about the wolf lately. I have a Pisces moon also, so it's very strong here, and it's crazy because I was just thinking the other day, it's kind of was a joke. I spoke to myself and I'm like, there's wolves, there's wolves in sheep's clothing, and then there's wolves in wolf's clothing. And it's like, when you're a wolf, you're a wolf, I feel that. And it's like, hey, I'd rather be a wolf, be what I am, than pretend to be something I'm not. And it feels like there could be some kind of vow, since that's coming to me, it could have something to do with your reading, like being seen for exactly what you believe in, or what you've committed yourself to, or what you want to stay committed to, or what you don't want to be committed to, or bonded to, or tied to anymore. That's been a big energy, and I'm feeling this, Pisces. So this is a really powerful energy. The wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. This goes with this card so well, you guys, and I could see it right off the bat when it came out. I mean, just look at the colors, like, it's just absolutely powerful. Okay, so this, you guys might have the most powerful reading. Scorpio had a really, really good, nice reading, but this is really powerful. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. I feel this. I've been feeling the wolf energy for myself also. They've gotten such a bad rap, even in like religion and stuff, but that's only like in the sheep's clothing. I don't feel like the wolf as the wolf is a hidden energy at all. It's a very strong, powerful energy of staying committed to something that you are you're bonded to, and this could be maybe something you don't want to be tied to. Maybe you don't want to be bonded to it, but that's something it's like asking you like to reevaluate like that energy. And it says, the wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Yeah, this is interesting too, because it gives me that lone wolf energy. And it's like, this is what causes chaos in the tribe or in the family or in the lineage, is like thinking that nobody can step out of line. Nobody can step into their own role or their own special, unique purpose or role. Like okay, so I didn't grow up like with that whole like strong tribe mentality. So I've kind of, the way I feel like you create kind of your own circle of tribe energy, right? And it's not really the deep familial kind of family stuff. Like, I love my family, don't get me wrong, and I absolutely would die for any one of them. If I need be, I would step in the middle of anything. But there is this feeling of disconnect from like, there's different, it's really hard to explain, but there's this tribe mentality is how and it's like they stand by each other, like families stand by each other no matter what, right or wrong, I got your back. I don't really have that, okay? If you're wrong, or I feel something's not right, I'm going to say it. Blood or not, water or not. That's who I am. And it's not always looked great upon by maybe the village or the community or even the circle of people you're around. And sometimes you have to almost separate yourself from that mentality to actually own your individual nature, okay? But it doesn't still mean that you aren't one of them. You aren't a person. You aren't a family member. You aren't, you're definitely all that. You carry the same thing as they carry. There's just this feeling of maybe needing to choose or recommit to a deep-seated ancestral or like karmic energy, or separate from it in order to find more of your individuality. That's the message coming through. And it says, the wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Yeah, the wolf can be very agitated if, like, people aren't following suit. Like, this is your family. Like, you should be doing this because this is your family. You should have their back because this is your family. This is your tribe. It can be agitated when it doesn't see you knowing your place or your role. Okay? And it says, contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. Oh, this is heavy. When in balance, it's reliable, democratic, and fearless. When out of balance, it's judgmental and dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go, mainly of control or your ideas of what maybe your role is, or somebody's role in the tribe, or in the commitment, or the picture. We are going to get some tarot on this, you guys, and then we're just going to get that closing card. But yeah, Pisces, this is pretty strong. You're probably feeling this if you aren't thinking about it. But if I know Pisces, they know, they've looked at this deeper. They're feeling this deeper, and they're recognizing there's something here they're deeply committed to, and it could be feeling very like bloodliney. It could be feeling very karmic, or it could be feeling very like tribey, powerful, strong. It's like, even during the full moon, like wolves just kind of like so interesting. They just howl. You always see them all, and then when one starts to howl, they all start to howl. It's so interesting, so interesting. Wow. There's something here. Okay. Yeah, you're really in your head about something here, Pisces. You need to get out of your head for a second. There's a lot of thinking going on here. Okay. Oh, and there's this. Okay. Okay. There could be something here. I got the Seven of Wands here. Something you either could be feeling very defensive about. Or there's also a feeling here of maybe not standing your ground on something that you did commit yourself to. This is more like kind of what I'm getting here. Maybe you have a deep commitment, or if you feel like a soul contract or a soul or karmic tie to something here that you haven't stood up for. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. And there's been a lack of feeling victorious. There's a feeling here of maybe not seeing victory from this. Seeing, you're not feeling very victorious. There's a feeling here of not feeling like you should have maybe stood up for something, or spoken something more loud or clear. Stayed maybe committed to something. Maybe to yourself, maybe remaining loyal to your own self and your own light and your own flame. There is the Six of Cups here, and has this Four of Cups underneath. So this is about healing in the past. So this could definitely be about healing family commitments or family ties or karmic things or ancestral healing that has been happening, or maybe you feel like you didn't fully there's a feeling of maybe you started some ancestral healing, or you started some history, started some healing, some things from the past, and maybe still didn't feel like, maybe you got a little pushed back from it, and you kind of, I don't want to say gave up, because we never give up. Like, I know when you're committed to healing, or you're committed to when you're committed to something bigger than just yourself, you don't give up, but you may have stepped back or stepped out of something, or didn't resolve something. Here is what it's feeling like, something. But there's this feeling here right now of kind of like healing, like needing to really just rest and recuperate here. There's a lot of mental anxiety, maybe around a mother energy, or this could be you. And I always say this, it's not just our mother healing that we like from being a child. It's not just our inner child healing. If you are a mother, or you have your own mom wounds, is what I call them, you could be really looking at something like the ancestry of the patterns and the process of healing, the feminine lineage, the maternal energy. The Mother of Cups is here. It's showing a bit of a need to get out of your own head so that you can nurture something. And care about something around you. This may be a child, this may be just a family, this may just be healing, that you need to take time. You need, there's so much going on in the head space right now, that there's almost a disconnect from that nurturing, healing part of you. And it's also the psychic part of you. This did come out reverse, that's why I'm saying that. Now, the Mother of Cups is very, very compassionate, very empathic, very considerate, very kind, very nurturing. But there's just so much getting in the way of that energy. If there's a need to just rest right now, I feel like there's exhaustion here too. I feel like you need to rest in something and think about something, about whether you need to get back on track with recommitting yourself to some kind of process of standing in your truth, or standing up for something here, so you can feel better about what's happening here, what's going on. I'm not sure what that is, Pisces, but there's definitely something here about the head and the anxiety and fear and stuff getting in the way of some kind of nurturing or mothering energy. This could just be you're caring for others. Pisces is one of those signs, I've always said it, that ties people together. It tries to keep everybody together, and it tries to make sure everybody's getting along. And I call it it's kind of a peacemaker energy, And there's a feeling here of just being up in your head about something here, and not feeling necessarily victorious about maybe keeping the peace or something. But there's just something to think about here, maybe some history, some past stuff that you're still working through, healing or feeling, or just acknowledging about your commitments, and just seeing your commitments and your obligations in a different way. But yeah, it just feels like something here was maybe not stood up for, or you kind of maybe back down from doing some something here. There's definitely something here. Yeah, but right now, a time of rest and thinking about the past, and regeneration, regathering energy. But in order to do, you got to get out of this. There's There's a lot going on here in the mind about this. There's a lot of thought going on. Maybe you haven't spoke about it. Maybe that's what the Seven of Wands reversed is. There's not where there wasn't a speaking about it, or there wasn't a standing up for something here, or standing up to something here to feel like victorious or feel good about it. Could be some kind of and I always look at the Seven of Wands as continuing on your path. It's almost like you stopped for a second, like you were working on something, you were going one way, and then obstacles caught in your way, and maybe you stopped, or you just, there's just a feeling here of just something just being stopped, something you were doing, something you were committed to, something you were, this could be anything, but I am feeling like this is like deep work, okay? So let's go ahead and get your guys' closing message, Pisces. Mystical Shaman. The Blade. Reversed. Whoop. Okay. Blade. All right, we're going to read the Blade. This is about, the blade. It can be powerful and it can be painful. Powerful and painful. Or helpful and protective. The blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors to the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely, and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger, and it will slash, stab, and kill. Wow, there is definitely something here you're in your head about. It's causing a lot of, it's not feeling like it's feeling so, it is feeling, now whether this already happened where you got defensive or angry or upset and you already said something that wasn't victorious and didn't feel good, Spirit's saying reevaluate like how you handled the situation. If that has not happened, it's saying think about something here. Don't think about it from an anxious point. Think about it from a healing, nurturing, caring, loving place before you use this blade, this truth, it's a tool, and it can be used for healing or hurting. So words, the swords in tarot, are communication. They're the mind. They're the way our mind works and our mouth works, and the way we receive messages and the way we give messages. So it says use it. The invitation is, now it did come out reverse, so the invitation is the upright, but I'm going to read them both, so just in case, because this is a general reading. It says, you are invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power. So take decisive action, overcome your fear of hurting others, unsheath the blade, and use it wisely. Use it wisely. That could very well go with this this energy with the using it wisely. It says, not to hide it. Overcome your fear of hurting others. The Mother of Cups does not want to hurt others. There could be an energy here or a thought process like, oh, if I say this or if I stand up for this, it's going to hurt somebody or whatever. That could be one scenario. The Medicine, on the other hand, which was the reverse, says it's time to put down the sword and place it back in the scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. So don't, and that's what this is. This is toxic. Don't do some resting and sitting here with like some patterns, maybe some choices that you either have or haven't made, to honor like something good here, something bigger picture, something more loving and kind. This can feel very toxic. It can be very toxic when you become like judgmental or non-accepting of somebody in your life or something in your life that just isn't falling into line the way you think it should. That's also another message coming through, and it says, do not offer your blade to service in toxic emotions. So if somebody or something in your life, including your own toxic emotions, because this is the Nine of Swords, this can cause toxic emotions like disconnect, like not nurturing, like not caring, like emotional manipulation. There could be some kind of, this could be just something in your life you're seeing or you're experiencing where you're like, need to stop feeding that energy. Whatever, if that energy is you or another or something around you, there's something to stand up to here. And it could be, you know, maybe you didn't stand up to something here that's been toxic, and it doesn't feel good, and it's making you, it's bringing down your energy, and it's actually could have something to do with the child, with the Six of Cups here and the Mother of Cups here. Could have something to do with the child, could have something to do with just a younger energy, or even just your inner child doing some deeper healing about maybe some toxic thoughts or thought processes or healing. But there's definitely something here that's way deeper, and it goes way down in the DNA, I feel like. It said you will be faced with even more yes, here it is. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. And there is going to be some toxic emotions here that you need not nurture, you need not feed into. There's some, whether it's your own or another's, it says you will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest. That is usually the Four of Cups. He's laying on a blade, and the other three are beyond. They're out. They're not. I always kind of look at it like those are the three things that you're healing from, or the blades that you can't go back and change, but you still have one blade, and you need to use it wisely, wield it wisely, and it's good to sit on that and think. In a spiritual place, even a calm spiritual place of how you're going to use your intellect and your communication to not feed into toxic thoughts or toxic behaviors. That is coming through. And it says, then it says, put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Yeah, because it could just burn down a bunch of stuff here. You know, there's a strong energy here. It's a powerful energy, but I think it goes deeper. You could be feeling something really deep, and maybe this is something that runs in your family, or you know, it's like this, like, gosh, it's like this is why I said I'm not like a huge, like, I respect and admire like the tribe mentality, but at the same time I see the downfall in it, because there is that energy of like, if you don't play your part in the tribe, or you don't do what the pack leader or whatever, it's like you get shunned or you get dismissed or whatever. It can be toxic. Or you could stand up and fight for something, or stand up for something that you don't believe in yourself, just because that's what the pack does. That's what we're all doing. And I have a strong energy about that. It says, put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energy cords that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. Now that is, the blade came out reversed. So that is the definition of the reversal card. I read the invitation just in case. Some might be on the other side of this. So Pisces, that is your message. And as always, I appreciate you guys coming and watching your message, spending your time here with me. Thank you for being patient with me and the channel. I appreciate it. You know, we all got stuff we're working on and going on, lots of stuff going on, and I've been going through a lot of stuff myself. So we're all doing the work, and we're all in this together. But that is your message, and I really do hope it helps somebody. And as always, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.